Hey there, it's Danny. Today's video is going to be a look into what I've been up to lately as a candle business owner. So get a snack, get a drink, and get comfortable because we're going to hop right on in. So I'm working on a new collection right now. I'm really into like folklore legends and urban legends. So I wanted to wrap some of that interest into a candle collection one day. And I figured this would be the perfect time in between summer and fall candles because I do love spooky season. I love the Halloween theme things, and I figured it was a way to like get people warmed up and ready for Halloween without jumping too quickly into it because it is still summer. I want to enjoy the summer still, and I want all of everyone else to enjoy summer. And I don't want to push it because I am really seeing a lot of the Halloween and spooky things in the stores, and I am so excited when I do see them. I love it, and I'm a person that really believes that like you can celebrate Halloween in the summer and just like spread that season out as long as you possibly can because it is my favorite holiday personally, and fall is my favorite season. I don't know, I feel like summer going into fall is like my favorite, but I didn't want to push it too much, so this collection is kind of just based on folklore legends, urban legends, and I brought back Sea Siren and the Kraken, gave them new vessels, new labels to go with this collection. I wrote a little excerpt, kind of like a poem on each label, so it's a little bookish at the same time. So it's really been a blast coming up with these ideas and pouring these candles. I have been listening to some spooky audiobooks while I've been working as well. And let me tell you, when you're alone in the basement working on candles and you have like AirPods in and it's dark, you can get a little creeped out, especially if the book is really good. And what I'm listening to right now is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager, which I definitely like a lot of Riley Sager's books. I haven't read all of them, but pretty much all the ones that I have read, I've loved and been very hooked. He just came out with a new one that I would love to listen to or read as well, but this one is about like a creepy old house, and I don't want to say too much if you haven't read it before, but I'm listening to it actually while I work a lot of the days, and it's on a audiobook. So I use the Libby app, and this is like a free app that you can just connect your local library account to, and then you can listen to all the free audiobooks from your library through your phone or whatever you're listening on. And it has been the best discovery for me. It helps my productivity, especially if I feel like a slump or a lack of motivation, which I do quite often, let's be real. I am able to really get lost in the book if it kind of captivates me like this one has. And I find myself looking over my shoulder at night. I like get spooked because it is so creepy. He's really good at writing like just psychologically creepy horror books, and I am loving this one so far. But back to the candle business right now, I had a really big boom in sales and just general interest in emails because of News 12 coming to feature me, and they actually aired my segment again on Sunday. Let me tell you, as a business owner, doing this by yourself, it can be very overwhelming to have this big boom all of a sudden that you didn't really expect. So I expected the one day, but I didn't expect the second day on a weekend, and I ended up having a lot of emails all of a sudden, a lot of messages, a lot of comments, a lot of custom personalized candles that I have to pour at the same time as preparing for a candle launch, so for a new collection. And as a business owner doing this by yourself, there's an emotional roller coaster that comes with that. So while there's these periods of busyness and like a big boom where you feel on top of the world and you're so out of control busy and it feels so overwhelming to be able to like try to handle everything by yourself and not forget anything, there's also periods of like lulls that come naturally with the flow of owning a business, and it's just part of like the whole thing. And it can feel really overwhelming, like for your emotions to go from highs to lows to highs to lows to wondering if you're doing anything right or if you're a failure or if your business is failing to, oh my gosh, I'm doing so well. I'm gaining all these new customers and all of these new followers. And it just goes back and forth. You bounce back and forth. And I feel like the part
that I want to make sure you guys understand is that it's normal and that we're all going through it, and what you see online is not always what is really happening in real life, especially with social media, and that we are all riding this emotional roller coaster and figuring it out all on our own, but like together. You know, there's a really great candle making community out there, so if you ever feel alone, please, you know, don't hesitate to reach out to me or reach out to other candle makers on the Facebook groups and get support that way, because it can feel alone sometimes, and I think it's really, really important to connect with other people who know exactly what you're going through.
I need like a whole outfit change when I come downstairs. I get goosebumps. It is so cold. It's like, I'm making these numbers up, but like 10 degrees colder downstairs is what it feels like. It feels like it's winter down here, which is great for storing candles, so I don't have to worry about the heat. It's really cold. I think I need to change. I basically have like a downstairs outfit and upstairs outfit. I need to put pants on, but I just put these cute overalls on. Oh well. It's June in New York, and it's very cold down here. Ooh, this is nice. This is my LL Bean zip up. I love this thing. So I gotta actually package up these favors over here. So let's do that now. So I'm gonna find a box that's big enough to fit all of these and support the weight. These are 40. I think I just pop up one of my shipping boxes and give that to them, and that will work out pretty nicely. Hopefully you're not very observant, because if you are, you did see in the last clip I was smoothing tops for just a little bit, and I didn't even get to trimming the wicks of the other candles next to them on the table before I switched tasks, because I have ADHD. So we're just gonna go on to the next task, and everything ends up getting done, but it's just kind of crazy. Something I want to just mention, and maybe I'll make a shipping video in the future. I don't know if you can see this right here, but I think I need to look into this more before I tell you guys, but I'm pretty sure like this information right here should always be visible. Like, don't put a sticker over it. Like, sometimes I've assembled the box upside down by accident, and then like my shipping label could potentially cover it if this is the top of the box. I think that like if anything happens to your box in transit, that having this information could be helpful if the box gets damaged or something like that. So I don't know really why. I'll look into it and get back to you in like a shipping video, but I always keep that out and visible whenever I'm packing my orders, and it's always on the bottom, unless of course I do it upside down and then I leave it out. I don't really think I need to cushion it at the bottom because it's just going to be a curbside pickup. I'm not shipping these. If I was shipping them, I would definitely add way more protection. I'm actually going to print a sticker so I can seal the flower crown and make it look cute. You never know what you're going to get. Oh, it looks good. Sometimes I will have everything perfectly aligned on my printer and I'll print and it doesn't print aligned. I just always deal with alignment issues with this, so this is good. Alright, so here's a little bit of a reveal. I am bringing back Sea Siren as part of this collection. Kind of a spooky summer collection. And also the Kraken. These are totally new labels, new jars than what they were last year. I think it was last year I did it, and the previous, but Sea Siren is such a good salty ozonic scent, so I'm gonna label some of the Sea Siren candles now. And I don't know if you guys have ever used these jars before, but this is this 10-ounce straight-sided jar, and I'm just gonna clean as I talk. But I've realized the only other time I've actually used these for any kind of collection or product was in the spring, and I used the white ones. And I used a wood wick in them. But I found that I always over pour it because of the way the lid goes in. So if you can see, hopefully you can see, the lid has a lot of extra, like it has a seal, like a rubber seal thing. And then you put it on and it looks beautiful, and it's kind of a hidden inside lid compared to kind of like sitting more on the outside. Like this one has a lip, but for that reason you have to pour way lower than you need to, which doesn't leave a lot. I mean, it leaves a lot of like wax missing from the top, and I don't know if customers notice that, but like if you overfill it, you can't shut this lid if you have a wood wick, or you crush the wick if you have a cotton braided wick or anything like that. So I had to get it to the perfect spot and actually kind of dump some of them out a little bit so that it didn't crush the wicks, and some of them may like kind of turn them over, like bend them a little, but it's not gonna damage them. It's just gonna like move it a little, whatever, because I'm like, that's a lot of wax missing, but maybe I'm just used to having like a fill line, you know? I don't know. But nevertheless, it's like a little extra work for these jars until I get the hang of pouring at that level, at the right level for the wick. But that's all right. I use a paper towel to kind of get any kind of wax or fingerprints off, and these matte jars do show a lot, which is why I was trying to keep the paper on. But it's okay, I'm using a little rubbing alcohol. I need to get my warning stickers to put on the bottom. I love how smooth these jars look. I do not love labeling them though, because there's like a slight concave, I don't know, like there's like a little bit of a weird angle where it's not perfectly straight, and they're definitely a challenge to label. I like that there's no seam. You can label wherever you want, and these opaque jars are great if you're beginning and you're in the stage of thinking wet spots are an issue, which, by the way, wet spots are normal. They're part of how your candle cures or cools, and it's totally okay. Pray for me because I'm scared of the bubbles. Ooh, I just have to hold it really, really, really taut. And then I got it. There's a freaking ant crawling up my leg. Basement life. Okay. That looks really good. This is the first time I'm seeing it on the actual jar. I love how I chose black. Pass off on the back there. Just kidding. Yeah, we live in a really woodsy area, so being in the basement, I do encounter some creatures. There's a resident daddy longlegs that I named Edvard, but he's outside. He stays outside, which is why I respect him. I respect that guy. All right.
I wanted to apologize for the sound in the next couple clips after this. I will be phasing in a new mic very, very soon.
Got my jasmine green tea as a little pick-me-up. It's around 3 p.m. The Pallet of Jars is supposed to arrive at 6 p.m. But I ran to the mailbox and I got my order from Candlescience, so do a little unboxing haul for you. I got the Harvest Moon, one of their new oils from their most recent launch. This is really, really delicious smelling. I love it. Then I re-upped on my cinnamon chai oil. I really should just buy the giant bottle of this because I use it so much and I never get sick of it. Their cinnamon chai is amazing. And then I use the smoked oud as a blender for so many different oils. I mean, so many different blends of mine. So I had to grab some more smoked oud because I'm almost out, and it packs a punch, man. If you want a smoky wood smoke note in your candles, smoked oud, but at a small percentage first. Try testing on the lower end and then work up to as much as you want, because it can be overpowering, but it's so good. Even if there was a candle with just smoked oud on its own, I probably would love it. And the last oil I grabbed is Evergreen and Apple. This is also from their newest launch of fragrance oils for the fall and holiday collection. I love Candlescience because they're clean scents. They are toxin free, they're mutagen, carcinogen free. I really feel good about using them in my candles. So Evergreen and Apple really stole my heart because I've been looking for kind of a woodsy, appley fragrance oil, and this is going to fit into the idea that I have for a fall candle so perfectly. I'm actually going to blend it with another woody oil just so it kind of feels a little more earthy, but it is the perfect balance of kind of like foresty, piney, and apple, like fresh, delicious, juicy apples. And I grabbed a 1 ounce sample for free because, you know, you hit a certain amount, you get the 1 ounce sample for free. And that one is Uncharted because I didn't grab it when I purchased the 1 ounce fragrance oils. And I will say I am so happy that I went back and got this one because it is super good. It's like masculine, mossy, earthy, and woody with a hint of like smoke and leather. It is so amazing, and I could definitely see it being blended into one of my candles or even used on its own in a candle. I just don't know what it would be yet, but I feel like it's like male main character. Maybe like Lord of the Rings. I don't know. It smells super good and very unique and distinct in a way. So yeah, I tried a few of their other oils besides the Evergreen and Apple and the Harvest Moon from their new launch. I really love the Harvest Moon because it's kind of it's like warm, ambery, plummy, and a little bit of woody, but it's kind of overall a little bit of like a muted fruity scent. I don't know how to describe this really, but it is very fall. It almost feels like a very natural, like leafy plum, if that makes any sense. I'm really excited. I also tried the 1 ounce sample of Bonfire Embers, which is really, really good. I might use that in a blend. What else did I try from their holiday collection or fall and holiday collection? I have to go look, hold on. Okay, I got them. So I also tried the pistachio meringue. Oh my gosh, this is delicious. I just didn't have a direct idea for a blend with this, but whoa, I love pistachio and I love pistachio scents and it smells so good. Arctic Ivy is really good too. Ooh, I just think that it's too soon to be, for me personally, I can see like someone making this work for a fall or all year round candle, but I think I want to add it to like a winter blend. Arctic Ivy, it's really, really, I don't know, it reminds me of ivy. Like it's green, but it also has this iciness to it. It's really fresh. There's like a slight hint of sweetness too. I love it. And then I got High Tea, which personally I'm pretty disappointed about because I absolutely love tea, fragrance oils, and tea scented candles. Like huge tea fan. Obviously I'm drinking my jasmine tea. I don't even drink coffee. I'm just a tea fanatic, but to me this smells like soapy and laundry-ish. Not really like what I thought, but I can sense a tea note in there. It's just not really my thing. Sorry if you hear my fridge kick on. And then Glacier Lily is the other one that I tried from this launch. And wow, 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 this one is a really icy floral. Like you would think from the name Glacier Lily, it is exactly as described. You get a lot of those green notes similar to their Tulip Fields fragrance oil, so it does smell like dewy, like green leaves with that kind of bulby floral. But then you get like these icy notes. So I love Glacier Lily. Don't know if I'll be using it because a lot of people are scared of those florals, and like at least my customer base. And I personally don't love floral scented candles, but I could see that blended really well. And even on its own, it seems like it's going to be really, really good and really strong. So I am overall pretty happy with their new collection. I'm just going to be using a few for fall and Halloween, but I would definitely recommend checking a couple of them out. because I was very pleasantly surprised. My pallet of 2,700 jars is here in my garage, and I am so excited. It took an extra day. The delivery instructions kind of didn't get updated. It didn't arrive on the day it was scheduled, but that's totally fine because I was able to receive the pallet before I left the house today to work on shooting some images in different locations for this upcoming collection that I've been working on, the Cryptid collection. I am grateful for a smooth delivery. We're gonna see how they ended up. They all look pretty good. I don't see any damages from the outside, but I know that they're just like wrapped in plastic. Seems okay though. We'll see. I will go through all of them, but overall just feeling really grateful, excited, and hopeful for the future, because as a small business owner, funding your business with only your own money, just taking these risks, like pressing the button on a really, really big order like this, and just having faith that you're going to continue to go on an upward scale or an upward slope of sales. I know that fall and holiday season are my busiest time, so I feel like I did it at a really good time for my business. I hope this can inspire you as a small candle business owner to take the risks when you can, when it's safe to do so, when you're ready to do so, because I was ready, but I kind of waited a little bit longer because I was really nervous to go through with this because it's such a commitment, but I did, and I'm really, really glad that I did. I was worried that I was going to feel like nervous after it arrived and I had this many jars in my hands, but I only feel really, really good and really grateful for all the support that I've had along the way. So thank you guys for following along with me on this journey of owning a candle business and running your own candle business and funding it all by yourself and being able to save money to be able to purchase this many jars to get your cost of goods down just that little bit that can help you grow in the future. So I wish you guys the best of luck with your candle business, or thank you guys so much for watching. If you were just watching for entertainment and support purposes, thank you. So grateful. Love you guys, and I will see you in another video really soon. Thanks for watching this one. Bye.